Real Talk with Arbitter. I'm Professor Jennifer Arbitter. I teach all the video production classes here at Piedmont, and I am known for giving my students unsolicited advice. One of my students, Senior Ethan Amison, actually likes my advice, and he suggested that we share it with you guys, so Real Talk was born. I'll answer your questions about relationships, money, health, school, whatever. Send them to my email, jarbiter@piedmont.edu. That's J-Arbiter. Arbiter has 2 T's. I will not use your real names, but I want to remind you that any advice I give should not replace professional medical or mental health care, and opinions are mine, not a reflection of Piedmont College. You ready? Let's go. Here's our first question. I keep seeing my name on Yik Yak. Some of the stuff is bad, and I don't know how to respond to it. Could you please help me? The answer here is to get off Yik Yak. Let me tell you why. It's bad for you. I have downloaded this app twice to see what the deal is. I have deleted it from my phone twice. Both times I could actually feel my soul being corroded, and my name wasn't even on the app. So I can imagine how you feel seeing yourself mentioned on there. Some quick research about Yik Yak revealed the following. On Psychology Today's website, one psychiatrist called Yik Yak the most dangerous form of social media he's ever seen. That seems to come from the anonymous nature of the app. One study of web comments found that when the comments were allowed to be anonymous, more than half of them were negative. When people had to put a real name or their screen name, only about a quarter of the comments were negative. So what does that tell you? People are more likely to write ugly things on the internet if they think no one will know it was them. There is currently a Change.org petition with more than 80,000 signatures asking Yik Yak to institute a zero-tolerance policy for bullying and threats. It was started by an Atlanta woman who had people posting on Yik Yak that she should kill herself. There's something about the written word. We can read something over and over again, and it gives the written word power that spoken words don't have. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you've gone back again and again to check those yaks about you to see if people are voting them up or if anyone else has added to them. You keep reading about how stupid you are or how ugly you are or how slutty you are, and you start to think maybe it's all true. More and more studies are showing that your generation has growing rates of anxiety and depression. Some researchers think this is because of feelings of stress and isolation connected to the use of social media. Get out of the bully's backyard and get off Yik Yak. You can't be bullied if you aren't there to read it. And if your friends want to keep telling you about the ugly stuff people write about you on that app, they aren't your true friends. I know that part sounds like your mom, but it's true. Next question. I'm talking to 2 different girls. One of the girls I'm talking to is really stuck up, but she's hot. The other girl is really down to earth and fun to talk to, but she is a strong 2 on the scale, and that's not good for my image. What do I do? The answer to this question depends more on you than on either of these young women. Are you looking for someone who could be your future spouse or someone you could be in a casual relationship with? The way this question is worded makes me think that you're not necessarily looking for a life partner. If the fact that a girl is not hot reflects poorly on your image, that tells me that you're not ready for a real relationship because you're more worried about what everybody else thinks than about what you think. Obviously, the not pretty girl is attractive to you in some way because you find her to be fun and easy to talk to. Perhaps if you got to know her better, you would start to find her more physically attractive. On the other hand, you describe the hot girl as stuck up. When a guy says that, I usually translate that as, I don't think this girl is attainable. Basically, I think you're saying she's out of your league. That also reflects on your self-confidence level. You're setting yourself up to be alone because you don't think you can handle a real relationship. You don't want to be with the ugly girl because you think it will harm your reputation, and you don't think you can be with the hot girl because she's out of your reach. So again, this question is more about you than the young women involved. Let's face it, relationships can be scary. And it's very easy to come up with ways to avoid having a real relationship. We text and Snapchat so that we don't have to face someone in real life, or we set up scenarios where we can say the choice is too hard or too confusing, which is what I think you're doing. You need to decide first that you are important and deserving of a relationship. Then you need to decide what it is that you want and go for it. Well, that's going to do it for our first episode of Real Talk with Arbiter. Thanks for watching. Be sure to send your questions to my email. That's jarbiter with 2 T's at piedmont.edu. I'll keep your name out of it, but you will get some real talk. We'll see you next time.